Hi everyone, Sir Jellybean here with Dynamic Conquest with Conquest Enhanced mod. The reason I'm going to the Conquest Enhanced mod, because I was doing a vanilla playthrough, is 3 of my matches corrupted. So I lost 3 maps worth of things, so it would have basically just been a massive gap going from early war to late war stuff. So that unfortunately German campaign is dead. Got 6 episodes in though, so I hope you enjoyed them. It's day 1, we're back on it. I'm just going to explain Conquest Enhanced. So as you can see, a lot bigger map. I'm on hard as well, so you get a bit less resources to start the medium. Lots to get through to the enemy HQ. They've also fully revamped the cost of infantry, and other things, but also the pop cap. You also get bigger deployment, and the research tree's been fully revamped, and it's far better. So it's basically the basic game on steroids. Also the support tree. You've got airstrikes, light mortars, heavy arty, smoke, rocket artillery barrage, paratrooper drop, planes that you can control, supply drop, and a recon run. That came with the Scorched Earth DLC. So that's brilliant. Really, really good. And yeah, we're just going to go straight through the research tree and just show you what I'm going to buy first. So Officer Income Stage 2, it's always needed, it's always useful. And then we'll go straight for a Rifleman squad. Now you have to be careful on this tree, you do get a few things free, for instance, Grenadier Rifleman free. Sometimes you unlock stuff, and some of the, if you like, go down to the Panda 3 line, for instance, things are a lot cheaper now. And like, for instance, the last one's free. So instead of spending 2 or 3 research per Panda 3, you can quickly shoot down that line, and it's not as much of a punishment. So you don't just think, oh, I'm going to rush to the Tigers. You can actually, I'm going to go down the Stug line, I'm going to go down the Panda 3 line, and do something a bit different. So it's a bit more interesting than vanilla Conquest. I'm going to go for the Panzer 1, straight for the Panzerjäger. And then I'm also going to go for Panzer 2, and get the Lukes. And that is going to be my main kind of deployment. I'm going to be using Panzer 1s and 2s and Panzerjägers and infantry. So 50 men to deploy on 5 rifle squads. And obviously on this, as you can see with the officers, quite expensive. It gets minus 15 pop caps. If you bring one, you actually can bring more stuff, which is kind of cool. I won't bring an officer straight away. We're just going to be an NCO detachment. Going to bring a medic. We're also going to bring ammo crate, which we've got. We're also going to select the Lukes. That's the Panzer 2 L. I believe it is the Lukes. Luchs, how it's spelled. Really cool. It's got those nice looking smoke launchers. I believe these Panzers did have smoke in them, but the crew literally had to get out, grab the smoke, and launch it. Whereas these obviously have proper smoke launchers. It's the late kind of, I think it was 1944 it was developed, maybe 45, but really cool recon kind of tank. And also we've got the Panzerjäger for that AT destruction that we need. And we've got to bring a Panzer 1 just for the memes. So bring the infantry squad straight out, and we'll put the Lux straight in there, Panzer 1, and then Panzerjäger with the medics and the ammo crate. And that's our deployment. Just quickly save, and then we've got the map thing. So as you can see, we're going to go straight for research because it's the most important. So that's going to be Steelworks Factory. So that's going to be fairly open areas, but also some close areas as well. So yeah, let's get straight into it. Okay, the first map, and as you can see, we're attacking the Steelworks. I'm just getting rid of this text. And I also have another mod installed other than Conquest Enhanced, which is Show All Spawn Points. Really good. Now, it doesn't show you exactly where they're going to spawn, but as you can see those arrows, see those dots? That's where they're actually going to probably spawn from. So it's a bit conflicting with what the map actually tells you. Maybe the mod conflicts a little bit, but the enemy should either come from there or there, but it gives you a bit of an update, a bit of an insight to where they actually come. So as you can see, we've got a force here, and one of my favourites, the Panzerjäger. Literally, the good on the chassis. Can't beat it. So we've only got 1 point to attack, point E. Lots of stuff in the way. It is Conquest Enhanced, so you might think, oh, it's 1 point, it's easy peasy. Maybe, but they don't just have Maxims defending. They have AT guns, they have mortars, they have minefields. They even have in place tanks I've seen before. So we're just going to move up the infantry and the armour, kind of in a kind of combined arms. There shouldn't be anything too close, so I'll be a bit ballsy. My plan is, I'm going to send some infantry up the centre. I'm going to hold some infantry around here just in case we get flanked, because it's never a good idea. And one squad is going to push up the east side, and then what we'll do is push with a tank, basically hit from the east. So as you can see, those buildings are a good line of sight. Because they might be in the buildings, they might not be. There's a good chance they haven't got anything too heavy. So if we get like if the Panzer 1 goes up there, should be enough to deal with most threats. So we'll send this infantry squad up with the Panzer 1 in tow. And if this infantry squad is going to join these two, they're going to slowly push up. Now this squad here, I'm going to break it into two. I'm going to put one half in this building. I'm going to put one half... trying to think where it'd be a good spot to put them. Put them behind this barricade here. And that way, if anything comes, we'll be able to see. And this infantry squad's going to push up just up to here for now. And as you can see, it adds a lot of fortification, watchtowers, little bunkers, sandbags. So lots of places for the AI to defend. And the light tanks will push up there, the Lukes. And this squad's going to push up to just up to here. It's a bit of a pain in the arse map to get through. Panzerjägers will follow, ammo crate, and the medics. We'll split a medic off up here as well. And we'll keep one hanging around down here, just behind the building, just in case we get some injuries. So this squad's going to push up, left flank, as I said, up the east. And the Panzer 1, it's only got two, if you don't remember it, two MG-13s with 50 rounds. Well, it's got 25 round mags in each, so you get 50 rounds. It's got quite a lot of ammo. It's not a bad tank. Probably like a little tin can looking roof, like a tuna can. So this infantry squad's now going to push up slowly, as is this, just one click, so if they see any enemies they'll engage. I like to keep watching them so I can always get to prone. Now they shouldn't be stuffed too far out. The Lukes is going to push up with them, and the Panzerjäger is also going to push up. The infantry's been through here, so there shouldn't be anything knocking around. Because it's Conquest in hand, you've got to be careful, because for instance you do get defenders with things like bazookas sometimes early on, especially on the challenge maps, which you might run into. So Conquest Enhanced takes no prisoners. The normal game's, tough enough, but Conquest Enhanced just says, nah, not having that. And this other squad's going to push down here as well. I think I'm going to take a few of its soldiers, a few of the Soldaten. I'm just going to put them on there, just in case anything does flank. Oh, they've just engaged some infantry. Just going to hit the deck, and rifles and stuff are a lot more dangerous in this. It's made the weapons far more lethal, I've noticed. So your troops will die to SMGs quick, but rifles are far more effective than they were, which is good, because sometimes you were taking 5 or 6 shots at someone, it was doing basically nothing. So the tank's pushing up the infantry there. I'm going to push the Lukes up. This squad actually needs to... Actually, I'm going to pull these back. And I'm going to push these up to here. They can push through. Just kind of get a position on there. The Panzerjäger is actually going to push up to here. And the Lukes is going to go through the buildings with them. Get some high X ready. Oh, we just lost some men. Was it here? Yeah, get down, hit deck, hit deck, hit deck. So that's nose and nagging, so just basic 5 infantry. Oh, get some smoke deployed, gents. Smoke grenades are massively underused by people. Get them used, they're phenomenal. If you watch my playthrough of the first German mission, using smoke shells on the tanks basically gets me a KV. And as you can see, a little hidden guy there. He's hiding still. If you can't hide from me, AI, I'll just spray the bushes until you're dead. We're also going to chuck some frags in those bushes. Get those frag grenades deployed. It should clear them out. We've also lost a guy there. There is a medic nearby though. Respond. Try and keep your men alive. I do try and kind of not just send them into the fray if I don't have to. So there's definitely guys hiding around. This squad's going to crawl up here. This squad's going to make use of... Is that decent cover? I can't really see it that well. It's like a weird damaged pipe, not really. It can just crawl up there, stay there. Panzerjäger's in a decent spot to respond to any armour that comes. Response when they're breaking through the rear. Oh god, expect a flank. Alright, send the ammo up and send the big medic squad up. So the enemy might be breaking through the rear. What we'll do, we'll take a couple of guys from there. Just one guy, put him on the rear of the building. I don't know if it means actually coming from the rear, but we'll find out. The Lux is going forward, as you can see, just shredding things. Beautiful, good work. And the Panzer one's going to push up as well, as are this infantry squad, slowly. Hopefully, the Panzer one can find any sneaky infantry and deal with them quite effectively. We're just going to use the cover here, send the Lux up as well. Just got to be wary of any enemy armour pushing. And this squad's also going to respond, get into the cover there. Kind of reminded me a bit of the scene of like, Band of Brothers where they're pushing to Carentan, but it's the German instead. But we've got armour support So I'm going to be a bit riskier and use the Panzer 1. As you can see, just demolishes, and the weapon's definitely more lethal than Conquest Enhanced, which obviously is a double-edged sword because you lose more stuff, but it also means your machine gun on tanks and stuff are a lot more lethal. Lethal, I can't speak. So then we're just going to push here and there. This infantry squad's going to get into the building. Always try and spread your squad out. So as you see, there's quite a lot around there. The Lux is going to push up the street. I'm just going to move the infantry there. I'm just sending the infantry up simply because they could have AT grenades. They could have all sorts of little goodies waiting for us. The Lux, I'm going to take control because it's more fun. Let's say hello. And look at that, just shredding. It does have an MP34 as well, so you can easily, as you can see, look how many this thing pushes. They just pop back in. Watch out in case of AT rifles. The infantry squad here, we're going to move them up to support the tanks. These guys are taking shots. Guys on the flanks there doing the job. You don't seem to have anything, so that, he said there was something flanking us, not seeing anything, so it should be quite safe. Panzer 1's going to push up, and then we're going to push the Lux up again. Now this squad here, I actually want them to deploy smoke before they push up to the cover. See if they can actually get some smoke out, because if you just charge them out, the SMGs will cut to pieces. It's just what they do. But if we can slowly move them up to the cover, the tanks will provide cover fire. The ammo crates also can come up to rearm this, because it rips through its ammunition pretty quick. Let's just get some rounds down range. As you can see how quick the auto cannon is on this thing, I'll just show you. The thing just rips through rounds, it's quite accurate. Not got the biggest magazine though, so you gotta be a bit careful. And as you can see, just shredding there. Panzer 1, I'm not seeing much AT, which is good. I'll risk the Panzer 1 over other things. And these guys have got grenades, it's now time to start fragging things. Get those grenades in, boys. Get them short, take the risk. And these can slowly start pushing up. And as you can see, the grenades cause them to run out of cover, and that's basically it. That's the first mission done. We've cut through them. We're going to move the Lux back here, get him rearmed. There's not really anything worth stealing. I don't actually see any AT on the ground, which is surprising. They normally do have some, especially on hard. So we got quite lucky on the first match. Panzerjäger's just chilling, same with the medics. Lost a few soldiers in there, I was a bit reckless on the approach. But oh, that's the flag I thought it was bursting then. Always check out for those red silhouettes. And as you can see, rearming these tanks, it'll just save you some supplies, because when you get to the bigger stuff like your Jag Panzers and Tigers, those things want supplies. Oh, we've got a guy down, get him healed. Probably looking Mosen-Nagant. Is it Mosen-Nagant? Let's have a check. Should know this. Mosen-Nagant, yeah, here's a Mosen. And the Panzer 1 there getting 25 kills, I think it said. Absolutely awesome. There's the Stalinets. Can we steal that? Can we steal the Stalinets tractor? Some maps you can, some you can't. No, if we can't steal it, I'm destroying it. For the fatherland. Who's got AT grenades? Get rid of that tractor now. I do not like... The tractor has offended me. Finish him off. Go on. See if you can blow him up. There we go. Tractor destroyed. Mission complete. And that is the match done, guys. So thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next match. And I'll do the ending screen just now so we can see. Let's see, 64 enemies dead. We lost 13 of ours, but healed a few. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one, and we'll go through the next match, which will be defense. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you later.